If somebody comes to you with an e-commerce site, what's like right now, what's the number one thing, the first thing you tell them besides hire me?
Well, probably the first thing is going to be a conversation probably around what's going on with your numbers. Unless I happen to have been a customer on the site for some reason, and I found a glaring like user experience issue that I felt like they should know about. But typically there's a question and it's like, we don't know how this got set up because there's 5 different people that have owned this over the course of the past 5 to 10 years, and each one had a different idea about how to do it. We've got, if we're talking about Shopify, there's a lot of like stuff in Shopify that's sort of done for you, which sounds awesome. But you can put custom code in. So you could have somebody put something custom in and it's buried in a theme somewhere. We also have, the GA4 app is disconnected and that's tracking stuff. But because there's custom code somewhere, maybe these things are double tracking. So a lot of times it's a question of like, can you figure out what's going on here and help us have better confidence in our data? And if you've been in Shopify and you've been in Google Analytics, there are scenarios where those numbers don't look similar. So how do you know if they're right or not? Some examples would be like Shopify has the data as it's coming in. So it's like if you're to use like landing page data from Shopify to try to get at like, is it organic search, Facebook ads, what have you, that data is very much last click. And it's even more last click than the old version of Google Analytics because it's not last non-direct click. And so that can kind of inflate the amount of direct traffic that you're getting, which then has the impact of like deflating the ad performance, which anyone that's spending money on ads that has a boss they need to report to is very much like, no, the ads are important. We can't be devaluing these things. So that's where kind of talking about the nuance of why you might see something different between the two platforms is important to understand. And I think along those same lines, that gets us down a path of sort of, multi-channel attribution kind of discussions, and those can be quite complex. And that's where maybe machine learning can help you kind of figure some of that stuff out as well.